I always wait until I've got like a
confirmation.
A confirmation that there's actually people there. Hello, everybody. Hello, thank you for joining us. There are quite a few of us this evening. I feel like this might be the largest amount of people I've had on my live, which is very exciting. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having
us.
Rowan is just showing me a very weird thing. What? That is so disturbing. So Rowan's just showing me a picture that's of someone's dinner that was like an omelette, a piece of toast and an omelette, but like cut up and shaped into Wallace and Gromit, and it was very disturbing.
creative.
Sorry about that. Hello, Tracy. Hi. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Erin.
Erin, how are you feeling?
Yeah. Are you okay? What is everyone reading this evening? Oh,
you can't really see mine because of the light. Gracefully Grayson.
No. Oh, cool. I can't see what yours
Paige,
is either.
what is that? That looks.
Oh, is that your e-reader?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got all excited thinking it was some like special edition of something and was like, "Ooh, pretty."
It is pretty. Where did you get it from? Oh, I can't see what that says. Sorry.
Metal and Bone.
Ah.
Online. I'll send you the link.
It's very pretty. I have just a. I'm also using an e-reader, and I have just a like plain black one, but it's starting to die a little bit. So I'm like, maybe that's an excuse to buy a new pretty one.
I wanted to get one that was just on the back,
so
that I can put a like a pop on it, so that.
Oh yeah.
And I couldn't find them anywhere because they're all just like the magnetic cover one. So I gave up and just bought a pretty magnetic cover one.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hi, Adriana. Tracy wanted to know what happened to Erin. Better honestly, Adrian was just talking about how shocked he is at how I'm doing. It was worse yesterday, but now it hurts less than it did prior, so I feel relieved. Yay, that's good. Urgent tooth stuff done. Poor Erin. Abandoned in... Ooh.
I've not heard of that one.
Emery.
I think that's the latest one.
Okay.
I've not
cool.
stayed caught up with anything Nora Roberts ever.
No, I don't think I've read any Nora Roberts either.
Neither have I.
I know they exist. That's about it.
We're so un-Australian. Credit Nora Roberts.
Oh well. Adriana is Adriana is switching between Bone Chips and The Shadows Between Us. Ooh. I've been hearing all these things about Bone Chips recently, and I'd never heard of it before, but all of a sudden everyone's excitedly reading them.
Cassie from Covers with Cassidy is doing a read-along of the trilogy.
I knew there was a readathon happening, I just wasn't sure who was running it, but yeah, I've seen that. Cool.
I always find out read-alongs like that, like, too late.
Yeah, same.
Like, well, they're already on book 2 or halfway through book 1 and I don't even own it.
Yeah.
I feel like finding out that it's even about to start halfway through the month before it starts is too late, because by that point
I've already planned everything.
Yeah.
100%.
It's what happens when you have a TBR game. You film like 2 weeks before so that everything's organized. And then you're like,
I don't even do it to get organized. I just get the itch. I have to plan. I get the itch plan, and like I'm already feeling it. It's what, the 13th, and I want to plan my TBR already. I really do.
Okay, I've already started working on my April TBR because I have to plan around the stand.
I know. Why the fuck did we do this with readathon happening as well.
There's 2 readathons.
Wow,
There
look
was
at toys.
in April, and we decided to stupidly read the scan on top of all of that. So yeah, it's
In your defense, you didn't know about the readathons until you probably knew
I knew the
Magical
magical
Reads
readathon was
would be
like,
coming up.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
fingers
true.
crossed
I mean-
she pushes it to May. That would be
Yeah, it
great.
may be pushed.
I think it will. She's really
hasn't-
not been in a good spot.
most
Yeah.
likely would have already put up an announcement if it was happening. So
I think
it's
so too.
And it's Eurovision-a-thon starting in the middle of April as well and going till the end of May. So there's
Nice.
lots and lots and lots of things coming up. I'm like constantly, I'm sure we all do this, but I'm constantly like, next month I'll be chill. I won't.
I'll have a chill one.
Oh crap. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome.
I'll do that one too.
It's
I
just
know.
I thought that
crazy.
was February. I 100% thought I was having a calm one in February, no readathons, and then the game decided to give me the most it like ever gives me. So like it knew.
And
it knew.
you had planned
I was
on
waiting
reading
to calm.
all. You were like, all romance, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh yes. This is why we just love making things hard for ourselves, don't we?
I don't think my readathon videos help me either.
Yeah, because you're like, here's all the amazing sounding things.
Here, have
And I want
19
to do
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah, well,
cool.
when you put up March's one, I was like, I've not even heard of half of these. Like, where do all these come from? It's just wow.
I do
Yeah.
have to do some digging. Like, it's not super easy to find all of them. A lot of them, they've got hype behind them, and so they just pop up under like
Yeah.
March readathons or whatever. But sometimes I have to really dig. So, yeah,
It's
like
very
the
kind of you to
birthday
do that
bonanza
digging.
one.
Mm.
That was like way deep buried.
It's good though because you bring attention to some that may not necessarily have been seen because
Yeah.
they get by the bigger ones.
Which
100%.
is really nice. Yeah.
And I know I'm still like, I'm not small because I'm over a K, but I still feel small in the grand scheme of things. Like in comparison to if Becca or Jade drew attention to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
And then like even people like Elliot Brooks and Murphy Napier who are actually like on the scale of potentially reasonable sized for YouTube are actually for YouTube tiny.
Yeah.
So yeah. It is all very funny. So apparently it is her latest, which is
Okay.
like book 50 or something.
That a book 50 of JD Robs alone, let
Yeah.
alone everything.
Yeah, let alone
under
her
the
as
names.
actual. Yeah.
There's a lot.
I'm struggling to get through 54 Animorphs in a year. Thanks, Tony!
I think Nora Roberts is like, especially if you want to do JD Robb as well, I think that is your whole year.
That would be
So
like 6 years.
yeah. So you could basically do like, if you decided to have a year where you were going to read Sanderson, Nora Roberts, and Terry Pratchett, that would be it for the whole year. You would not
Yeah.
be reading anything else except those.
Just one of
And
their
even-
books each month.
Each month, yeah, exactly. And even then
you'd
you
still
wouldn't
have
get through.
years. Yeah,
Exactly.
because Terry Pratchett is 3.5 years.
Yeah. Although you
Doing
could
one
read 2 Pratchetts a month
Yeah.
because they're quite little, but yeah. Still. Hi, Amy. Reading The Whole Picture by Alice Proctor and Heart of the Fae by Emma Ham. Ooh. Oh yes, sorry. We did notice that before. Oh, poor Erin. Oh, that sounds awful.
The fact that you're even present right now, Erin, like props to you. Thanks for being in
Yeah.
the audience. Like,
Yeah,
like
that's
in bed,
amazing.
sorry for myself.
When I had my wisdom teeth done just before Christmas, I was like, yep, sorry guys, have a good whatever's happening in your week.
Bye.
I watched YouTube videos, so that was it. I was like, I see that people are doing things. I hope they're having a nice time. So yes, thank you.
I need to do it, but I need to get my wisdom teeth out. I keep avoiding it.
Same.
I didn't find it too bad. It was, yeah.
I went under, and coming out, I have reactions to the anesthetics. But aside from that, we're G. Aside from that, we're good.
Me too. When I came out, I ended up like having what they thought was a seizure, when really they just hadn't warmed me well enough. So I went into like hypothermic shock and started shaking. And they were like, oh my God, what's going on? And I'm like, on the table. And they're like, all right, let's just like warm her up and see what happens. And they were like, you probably had a reaction to the anesthetic. And I was like, no, I don't react to the anesthetic. You just didn't warm me properly.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
yeah. And obviously, because you're like shaking, you're tensing your jaw that they've just done surgery.
Yeah.
Even more pain.
Oh no. Oh, that's awful.
I had all 4 at once.
Yeah.
I did as well. That I was put under as well. And they gave me, I think they must have given me morphine just before they gave me the actual anesthetic. And as soon as it went in, I was like, hey, I feel a bit weird.
Oh my God. Oh, you go.
Oh, I had 3 surgeries start of last year, and one of them they just gave me, or maybe 2 of the 3, they just gave me a sedative and then a local, and that was a breeze. I was just like happy, so chill, no problem. The 3rd time they decided to knock me out fully, but tried to push the fentanyl, but the drip wasn't in properly, and it just like went into my arm, and I was like, that really hurts, that really hurts, that really hurts. And they were like, oh, let us try again. And I was there like freaking out. They got it in finally. I was like knocked out I came home after they let me free, and I napped for like 10 hours.
Wow.
Like, I felt awful. The sedative. I woke up and walked out of there happy as Larry, no problem.
Yeah. My first surgery was surgery, and I found out I was allergic to ondansetron after that surgery. So they gave me like a drip of ondansetron post-surgery to stop you from the nausea of the anesthetic. And I was sitting there, and they're like, okay, like you're good to go now. Like just get up and head to the bathroom and get changed. And like I woke up like passed out. My blood pressure dropped in a pile of my own vomit, like on the floor. They told Anthony I was right to go home, so he'd shown up to like collect me. I needed to wait for another 4 hours. And stuff. And then I was like, okay, no more ondansetron for me. It did the polar opposite of what it was meant to do. It just like knocked me out.
Oh my goodness, you poor thing. That sounds awful.
But at least I knew I felt pregnant. Because otherwise they would have given me ondansetron for my morning sickness, and that would have been even worse.
Oh no, that would have been. God. Oh no, that would have been terrible. Yeah. Well, there.
I like to give it morning sickness anyway.
Sorry.
They don't tend to give it for morning sickness anyway, because it has a potentially very side effect of birth.
Yeah.
Ah, right. Yeah.
They prefer to give you like Maxilon or something else instead.
Yeah. I've had a few for some of the procedures they do for IVF. I've had they give you they give you just something they just give you stuff to calm you down, and then for the pain. But like obviously I was very knocked out when I went properly under, but I feel so much more loopy after the sedative than I do after getting knocked out. Like I was knocked out, but I think I was just too out of it, so I didn't notice. Whereas the other time, after the sedative, I'm always like, hello, what you? Just out of it.
I remember having a big conversation with the anaesthetist. We were just chatting. It was great. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm talking your ear off, and he's just like, good
it's
job,
all fun. It's all fun.
When they did the anesthetic or whatever to knock me out, I started giggling, and I was like, oh, this is what it feels like to feel drunk. I haven't felt this in a long time. This feels so weird. And I was just like, and then I woke up and I've said to the nurse, I remember saying it. I was like, huh, you look like Sandra Bullock. You're really pretty. Have no idea if this is a male or female nurse. I can't remember what the fuck they look like, but that's what came out of my mouth.
It's this big, massive, beefy guy who, like, you know, does weightlifting, and you look like Sandra Bullock.
You look really pretty.
Hi, Joanne. Bit of work in the morning and 2 late at night last night. So tired. That's fair enough. Thanks for saying hello. Adriana is also having breakfast. Nice. I needed something lighter. That's fair enough. Did you enjoy the yield? I know you were enjoying it the other day. Zoe is reading Hero of Ages. Yes, how was the yield? Tell us all. Hi, Lola. Rule of Wolves tonight. Awesome.
You've got like 50% left, don't you? Or you've probably read more since the last time I spoke to you.
Well, we'll have to have long sprints for Lola so she can read them.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. Didn't know what to expect, but it was so good. Oh, awesome.
Is that the Australian one?
Yeah, The Yield by Tara June Witch.
It's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's on my. I will get to it at some point. TBR.
I listened to the audio. It was good.
Oh, cool.
I feel like
catch up on my library holds-a-thon for me. Yep.
What was that, Crystal?
I was just saying I feel Erin's comment on an emotional level. Like,
yeah.
Except mine's like, yeah, catch up on holds. I managed to reorganize my reading room yesterday. I reorganized all my bookshelf and everything, like fixed my like series spreadsheet and got it all ready to go for all these readathons we have coming up, so I know where everything is. And there'd been books I hadn't catalogued yet on Goodreads, so I finally catalogued them, and I was like, oh no, my TBR went from like 350 to 390, and I was like, damn it! I'm meant to be getting under 350, and now I have another 40 books I have to read to get it back to like even 350. Damn it.
Oh no!
So I said to Anthony, I was like, I'm not allowed to buy any more books until I get 50 read and get back to 350.
And he was like, okay. All right then.
He laughed at me like I was speaking a different language. He's like, Crystal, that's not possible.
No, I don't think that will be the case. Yeah, I feel that, Tracy. Yep. No, I don't know either. I decided this month to only do roll of reads because I thought, you know, I'm running the thing. But then next month I was like, okay, I'll try and chill. And then I thought, oh, maybe I'll do Vader. Oh, maybe I'll I was thinking about doing Vader, and then I was like, no, that's too much. But then I watched Brianna's announcement, and she said, you don't have to do one every day. You can do, you know, make your own goal. And I was like, well, I could do that. I could do it if I make my own goal. Apparently, I'm just mad. I'm just going to try to have a good month next month, since it's my birthday month. Yay, birthday month!
Yes, hopefully lots of 5-star reads.
Yes, hopefully. And you'd not get them all finished. Yes. Yeah, poor Erin. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're feeling better, even if you sound like you're very sore. Yeah, right? Oh,
yeah. You made it sound like it's so terrible. I'm sorry.
Oh. Same iteration. I remember kept saying I was cold. They were rubbing my legs and putting lots of blankets. Nose and tooth extraction ended up pretty easy. Just did it under local and it came out fast. But almost an hour of root canal I was shaking. I can imagine that would have been awful. Oh.
I shouldn't laugh at that.
I know, I did the same, and then I was like, oh, that's really... Don't laugh now. Poor Tracy. Oh, no.
At least you have a tolerance to it now, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. After a really bad reaction after any surgery, they always have to have no drip afterwards. Oh no. Allergic to both Maxilon and Stemetel, so just go without if I'm nauseous. Not going to try anything else as I fit. Oh god. Yeah. Oh, you poor thing. That's awful. I feel like the times I've come out of general anesthetic are when I feel the most well rested.
Yes.
Fair enough.
I do the
Yes.
polar opposite. I come out and I just like Anthony couldn't shut me up. I remember I had surgery in Port Macquarie and we had to drive all the way to Newcastle after the surgery. And like the whole way home, I just didn't shut up. And he's like, "Are you like sleeping and like super tired right now?" And I was like,
I'm always tired. I'm notorious for them like stopping the drugs and me just staying asleep on the table because perfect nap time, already asleep, and they have to like shake me like, "Are you awake?" I'm like, "Yeah, can I go back to sleep now?" I'm like, "All right."
I'm fine. I'm just sleeping.
I just
have a 3-hour
a lot of lost hours.
Yeah, I just don't sleep properly, so now's my chance.
But under anesthetic, that's not actual sleep, so
that's true.
No.
That is true.
Not real sleep.
That is true.
I've never been put under, so it'll be interesting to see what happens to me.
Well, it is nerve-wracking your first time because you just never know.
Yeah.
But after that, it's cheap.
Every single time.
I feel like first time, second time, because if you're going to have an allergic reaction, it's going to be the second time.
Okay. Hadn't thought of that.
I'm safe now. But yeah, you have to have an exposure to build an allergy.
Of course.
So it's never the first time.
Of course,
it's the
yeah.
time.
Of course, yeah.
I have a friend who had a death in the family from someone who had an anesthetic reaction on their second anesthetic. I think it was their second. I was like,
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's scary.
You know too much, Cara.
Yeah.
yes.
Hearing all the first timers in the comments about horror stories, it's not always this bad. Sometimes you just have surgery and everything.
And it's fine.
Most of the time, everything's fine.
100%.
Just don't think about the dying part.
Yeah. That only happens to like
Stop that
anyway.
Anxious, you'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Totally
Not
fine.
like we're a household of anxiety little beings at all.
No.
Nope.
No,
Not us.
not. No. Never. 300 pages to go. Okay, we probably should get sprinting then, shouldn't we? Gotta get going.
You've been for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we've still got a few people to talk through. Hi, Lois. Good morning.
Morning.
It's fine. I have to tell you this stupid thing. So I pinned my hair up in bun so it would stay out of trouble for the live that morning, and I could go straight to Genesis. But then I had to get a fuller X-ray and had to take the bobby pins out for that, so that when I was just an adult with pigtails and I had those bobby pins, drooling on myself because most of my mouth was numb. Oh no!
That sounds
Poor
absolutely
Erin.
delightful.
Poor Erin. Not me forgetting this was on until now, but hi, I'm here. Hi, Abby. Thanks for joining us. I sleep like shit, so I can see myself enjoying general.
Yeah, it's great.
Let's pull an all-nighter reading, Prince, please. Oh, Lola.
If I didn't have work at 8 in the morning, I would totally get on this, but I won't have work on Mondays moving into April, so I might get in on that.
There you go. We'll have to do what they did, Cassidy and Pris did the other day with Rise, where they Rise, everyone on Rise channel were like, yep, good night, see you later, and then Pris and Cassidy were like, we're just going to keep going at 3 in the morning.
Yes, they do that.
I would die. Though I am somehow determined to read this whole 400-page book tonight. It won't actually happen, but
we're going to make a good go at it.
It is the mixed media format.
That's true. That's true. So in that case, shall we get going?
Yeah.
Do some sprints. How long do we want our first one to be? Should we give Lola a good 45 minutes?
Yeah, sounds good.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yep.
Do we want to go for some rain sounds again?
Yeah,
I
make
have
it
those in real life, so that sounds good.
All right. I've got hang on. Where's my 45 minutes of just rain gone? There we go. 45 minutes of rain. Everyone's saying yes to rain. It sounds good for a start.
At least
It'll do.
She would be here. 100%.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I didn't mean to start it. Okay. Happy reading, everybody.
See you soon.
Good morning to you too.
Jeez, that was loud.
Sorry, it's a very obnoxious time of that one. How did we go?
Maths not working. About 80 pages.
Nice. Awesome.
But I'm listening on triple speed, so I should finish in the next sprint because I've only got this much left.
Ooh. Awesome.
And then I don't know whether I want to read physically the book that I'm doing physical or go to another audio or even read an ebook.
I don't know. What are your what's the other book you're reading? The physical book you're reading?
The Invisible Peddler by J.P. McDonald. It's like a book from an independent author.
Okay. And what are your other options?
My ebook would be a graphic novel called The Hunt, which I'm reading for the Magical Readathon, but I just started early. And my next audiobook would probably be or one of two. I don't know. They're in the other room.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What does everyone think? What should Crystal read?
Depending on your brain function.
Yes.
I'm thinking audio is the go, or even a graphic novel, because physical reading at the moment is not really going to happen.
Not really working very well. Fair enough. Sorry, I was just distracted by one of the cats trying to get to the water that Rowan left at the bottom of a cup. But this much water, and the cup's like this big, and she was sticking her entire head inside of it and still couldn't reach it.
Cats do that.
Very cute.
Yeah. Peanut!
How did everybody else go with their reading?
Pretty good. I read about 8 or 9%, which I'm pretty happy with. I'm reading Cinderella is Dead. So I'm not actually reading one of my books for Roll of Reads, but that's okay. I'm still reading a book.
Nice.
I read 60 pages.
Nice. Are you enjoying it?
Yes, it is entirely, it's like the case files of the case, like the case of the thriller. So it's all just like emails and stuff between all the different people involved in the case.
Yeah.
And you're meant to try and figure it out. Like, you've got to figure it out. And I'm feeling very under pressure.
Ooh, that sounds like a good book, though.
I'm hopeful it's really good.
I've been hearing lots of good buzz about it from around the BookTube to net, if that's even a thing. What about you, Ash? How did you go?
I got to page 77 of Dosad, so yeah.
Nice. Awesome. And what about you, Paige?
I got 10% of the way through, I think.
Nice.
And I was like, I swear there was something else. Why did I only read 10%? I finished off the Animorphs book I was listening to. So,
cool.
Yeah, I finished that off and then dived into that. So I've done 30 Animorphs. Only
Woo-hoo!
24 to go.
You can do it.
That's wild.
I'm only gonna, because they're releasing 2 audiobooks a month for the next while, I'm just gonna do the 2. So I've done the 2 that got released for March and just continue that way. And then in December be like, well, I've done those 2, I have 3 left, let's just go.
Yeah. And
just take the rest of the year to do it, because otherwise I'm just gonna burn out and not get anything else read. And I'm like, nah. Let's
Fair enough.
get it done smartly rather than chaotically.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Scaring myself doing the smart decision rather than chaos.
What?
Who is she? What is she doing?
What have you done with Paige?
Yeah, so I'm really doing that alone.
Sorry, Crystal?
I just asked Ash what she's reading.
Daughter of Smoke and Bone.
Oh, I DNF'd that.
Oh, did you?
That is one of my favorite trilogies of all time.
I only DNF'd it because I went into it with such high expectations and such high hype. And I went into it when I had read so many fantasies that I was just like overdone. So I don't think it's a book problem. I think it was my timing of the read problem.
Yeah.
So
at the same time, you don't want to have that kind of experience.
It wasn't like a hard DNF, but it was like this is not for me right now, and I just haven't bothered picking it back up.
That's fair enough. I always find the hype a really difficult thing to navigate because, like, sometimes I'm like, yeah, they're totally, and sometimes like, man, what are you all on about? But like, under different circumstances, if I had have come to it under my own steam, I probably would have thought it was, I potentially would have enjoyed it. But yeah,
That's why
I really enjoyed that series.
Hyping them up.
Sorry,
I really enjoyed that series when I was like 15, and I'm scared to reread it now because I don't think I'll like it anymore.
Don't do it, Cara. No, I know your reading taste. Don't do it. Don't ruin it.
Yeah, I don't think I'll like it anymore.
I don't think you will.
just
So
let it live
I'm holding them. Yeah, I'm keeping it sacred in my head.
How did you find
That's the thing. I started to read it when I was like 30. I should have read it 5 years ago, and I would have probably really loved it.
Yeah. I really liked Strange the Dreamer, but what I didn't like, the one thing that I don't think I would like now about the original trilogy, or like the trilogy, is the like split between the two, secondary world fantasy and urban fantasy.
Oh, okay.
And like, I don't think that would work as well for me now.
You want one
whereas
or the
like
other.
Strange the Dreamer is also, yeah, exactly. I don't mind a portal fantasy, but to me it didn't quite read like a portal fantasy either. So
I'm very intrigued by it because I'm reading Muse of Nightmares at the moment. I mean, obviously not literally at the moment, but I am reading Muse of Nightmares, and like really enjoying it. But man, it's so much darker than people express. Like, I was like,
yeah,
what?
the trilogy's pretty dark too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm kind of enjoying it more than I did Strange because I think that was pretty average.
Okay.
I think
fair enough.
3 years ago.
Well, I'm very intrigued to see.
I found Strange darker than Daughter of Smoke and Bone, but it still has Daughter of Smoke and Bone still has dark elements to it.
Yeah.
Just not as like in your face from the get-go as Strange, I suppose.
Yeah.
But the Muse of Nightmares in particular is so
It's
like
dark.
Yeah, it's so dark. It's really good, but oh my god. So how did everyone else go? We've got a few comments, and we had a few comments as we were just starting the sprint. So Aberdeen has 200 pages left of Elantris. Good luck. You can do it.
You've got this.
You can do it. Lola says that 45 minutes is good to start with. 2 hour sprints for you, Lola? That sounds amazing. Hi, Lynn. Just woke up and joined. 5:30 a.m. Oh my goodness. I have my coffee and we're ready to read. I hope that you got up because you just got up and not because you specifically wanted to join these sprints. Because I very much would appreciate it if that were the case, but I would feel very bad at the same time. So I hope that you just happened to be up. Hi, Amanda. Just popping in for a little bit. She might not even be here anymore, but hello if you are. Hi, Lana. Hoping I can stay for a while, but Zola hasn't been playing the sleeping game so well for last week.
Oh no.
Poor little Zola. Morning. Nice. Talks, not speaks. Have I missed something?
That from a previous comment?
That popped up when the timer went off, but that's all I got.
Oh, okay. Hi. Tracy read 34 pages. Hi. Hello. I'm glad you read pages. 25 pages. Awesome. That's okay. As long as you had a good time, that's all we can ask for. Hello. Cool.
Nice. What a throwback.
Yeah. Have you read it before? Is it a reread or are you just starting? That's a bit exciting.
I would love to be able to experience that series for the first time again.
I don't know if I finished.
I never got past the second one.
Yeah, I don't think I did either.
It's been so long since I've read it, it would probably be like a brand new reread for me.
Fair enough. Yeah, I haven't read it for a while. When did it come out?
Oh, I was
like 10.
I feel like even though like it was a while ago, I feel like I was still
I'm afraid to look because I feel
it.
like it's going to make me feel old.
I reckon it was like 2005.
Yeah, I feel like I was still a bit older than it was aimed at. So, like, I liked it, but I didn't love it the way it was, getting all the hype.
2005 is the right answer.
Woohoo! Good job.
April 2005.
Yeah,
well, that's specifically for Eragon, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And then it was 2007, 2008, and then 2011.
Yeah, so I probably wouldn't have read them. So it came out 2005. I probably wouldn't have read them until like 2007 or 2008. At that point, I was 27, 28. So I was probably a bit older than the books were intended for. So I think that's why.
Like Christopher Paolini writes older than what his intended audience is, though.
A little bit, yeah, but they still read very young to me. But then I was,
I feel like they're like trying to be Lord of the Rings-esque, but then they're so plot holy, like paced and plotted, like age appropriate.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys read his new one, like To Sleep in a Sea of Stars?
It's chunky. My little brain can't compute.
Remember, he was like 15 when he wrote Eragon.
Yeah.
So I think that plays into why Eragon feels childish.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it was an homage to Lord of the Rings, but make it for children.
Yeah. And written by a 15-year-old.
Yeah, and you could really see how he aged in those 2 years. Like when he wrote the second one, that he was like 2 years older, which obviously makes a massive difference between 15 and 17 in a way that it doesn't.
It feels so weird that, like, looking back at 15-year-old me to 17-year-old me, so different. But then both are babies in comparison.
Yeah.
Weird. Ugh. I don't like that sensation. That can take a long walk off a short pier.
Hi, Manny. Read 3 chapters of Gallant. Ooh, are you enjoying it?
I'm excited for Gallant. Excited and scared.
I've only ever read Addie LaRue by V. Schwab, so I'm not really like.
Same.
Me too.
Yeah.
I have like 7 others on myself. I've only read one.
I've only got the one. I loved it, but I have nothing else to. And I know that it's quite different from the rest of her stuff. So I'm like,
I thought I did you, Ash. Didn't I?
Yeah, I think you did.
Sorry,
still haven't read it. I bought Addie LaRue off Ash. I still haven't read it yet.
Oops.
I reckon every project she does is really different. So
yeah, like I've read the City of Bones. City of Bones? What? City of Ghosts.
City of Ghosts.
I was like City of Brass.
I've done those in the first Darker Shade of Magic. And I think that's all the BD Schwab I've read so far. I feel like there's something else that I'm missing, but I can't remember it.
You just read
even her really old stuff. I think the only I haven't finished the newest middle grade one. But the only other one of hers that I haven't read is one of the ones she like wrote on like for Scholastic, like a little kid's micro novel thing she wrote for Scholastic. I think that's the only other thing that I haven't read. But that one looks kind of shit, so
so you're not too worried about that.
I'm good.
56 pages for Lola. Nice. Got into part 2 of the Hero of Ages. Awesome.
Sorry.
Did you manage to finish Conqueror's Blood or Dead Gin in Cairo, Lana? What were you laughing at, Kristen?
I put my knee up to like sit here like this, and then I put my hand on it, and then it looked a little bit like a penis that I was like stroking. then I started laughing, and then I was like, no one else is in your head right now, Crystal. No one else knows what you're laughing about.
But now we all do.
Now we know why.
I was just trying to get comfortable, but then my knee looked like a dick.
Well, I didn't notice that it did, so if anyone else did
well,
if
like
most
other
people
like
didn't
this.
notice. Yeah, it just looks like a knee in there.
I don't know. I think it's because I'm sitting so far back. Like,
yeah.
I am just a dick.
Who knows? I'd say the audiobook. There you go. That's a vote for your audiobook, Crystal.
I think that's where I'm going to go.
That's fair enough. 3 out of 10 roll of reads book so far. Woohoo! You can do it.
You can do it. We believe you.
Yes, I finished them both. I'm on a monster romance to switch it up a bit. Nice. That's okay. Me neither. And it's my readathon. There you go, Lana. Which one? Says B. Crystal, how's Gracefully Grayson?
Upsetting to read. Like, it's really hard to read. So for those that don't know what it's about a transgender girl who hasn't been able to really like come out yet as transgender. So everyone still sees them as he, and they're trying to, come to terms with their own sexuality while being bullied, and they end up getting the lead role in the school play as Persephone, and so they get to kind of be a girl and like be their true self and everything, and they get completely teased, and then the teacher that allows them to become Persephone gets like fired, and it's this whole like drama surrounding a young child's like sexual identity crisis, I guess you could say. But it's really sad because it's from the perspective of that child, so you kind of really hear like their heartbreaking emotions as it's all happening. But I've only got like this much left, and I don't see much of a resolution happening. So I think I'm going to be left with anger, because I'm going to be like she never got to be what she wanted to be because she's still being bullied, and I'm right near the end. So I don't know, but she's got a lot of support around her, but mainly everyone's not being very nice.
Why are you picking such sad and anger-inducing books to read recently?
I said that when I chose my TBR. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to read this and this and this. And then I was like, so I'm going to have another month of like just being emotional, pregnant, and angry. It's going to be great. I think it got chosen for me because of the color on the cover or something. I can't even remember what prompt it was for.
I think it was it.
And I knew that I had the audiobook for it, and I knew it was really short. So I was like, this will be really good to get read. I'm not liking it. It's just upsetting to read. Like, it's really good and really well written and like great insight. I don't even know if it's own voice, because I don't know if Amy Polinsky is transgender or not. But it does give a good insight into the emotion of a child going through that transition. But yeah, that's my long answer.
That was a good answer. It was a great answer. We'll either be reading These Violent Delights or The Crystal Cave, an Arthurian legend book. Ooh. Just had A Crocodile on the Sandbank by Elizabeth Peters for the mood read. It's a cozy mystery set in Egypt. Nice.
Ooh.
Monstrous by Harper A. Brooks. Is that the graphic novel is that a graphic novel or is that something else? Please explain. Sorry?
I think the graphic novel is by someone else.
Oh, okay.
There is a graphic novel called Monstrous because I read one last month, but I don't know if it's by the same author. That's my journal.
I don't think so.
I'm on my second book for Roll of Reads. Did you end up putting a TBR up, Vish? Because I didn't see it anywhere, and I haven't added you to my list of people who get extra entries into the giveaway. It's fine if you haven't. I just am wondering, so I can add you to the list. And what is the book you have chosen? Yes, you do look very relaxed, Paige. Just chilling. Ash, I love that book. I'm reading the third one this month, and Books with V just finished the second one. Oh yeah, because they're doing a read along. Nice. The second half of Daughter of Smoke and Bone was amazing for me.
Yeah, that's where I stopped. I should have kept going. Like I stopped halfway through.
Really. That's definitely
one day you'll come back to it.
Yeah.
One day. I have 390 other books calling my attention right now.
Too many to choose from.
Including my ebooks. Oh God.
Don't think about it. It's okay. It's okay. Yes, I just finished Days of Blood and Starlight from my live show tonight. Ooh, nice. I just bought Strange the Dreamer. Now I'm worried.
Don't be worried.
I'm enjoying it. No, I'm only like 70 pages in.
I love Strange Dreamer. I think it's beautiful. But I think it's a bit of an acquired taste. Hopefully you will have the acquired taste it needs. There you go. It's good. Don't worry. Now I'm like, I need Strange the Dreamer and Muse of Nightmares. Muse of Nightmares is my favorite. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Good to know. Just happened to be awake and knew these sprints were going on. Okay, that's all right then. Well, thank you for joining. I just had this horrible idea of someone setting an alarm just to come to these sprints. And I was like, that's incredible, but I would never do that.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, we do that for like the crazy Bookopoly-thon sprints and things like that, though. Like we stay up for unreasonable hours.
That's true. That's true.
Even then, I say I'm going to, or I'll set an alarm for like 5 a.m. being like, yeah, this one time I'll get up at 5 a.m. and then I turn the alarm off. It never happens.
Just say, I'm sorry, guys, but no.
I think the only time I've done it was when they were doing the announcements like every 8 hours or whatever it was.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was laying there like on my day bed and I was like, okay, it's only like 45 minutes until they're going to do the announcement. I'll set an alarm for 45 minutes, have a little bit of a snooze, wake up, see the announcement and then go to bed.
Yeah, I was pretty stoked that started at like midday, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that for us, or maybe it was 11, I can't remember. But yeah, I was like, yes, I would never have actually managed to stay up till midnight just for the start of it. I got to actually join in. I was like, yay, this works really well for the first time ever. Someone in the UK running a sprint works perfectly for us in Australia.
That was my first year of like being in the bookish community. It was just being awake at all random hours to be able to contribute to things. And then after that going, yeah, nah, this ain't worth this shit.
Yeah.
It'll be there in the morning.
Exactly. It's got to be sustainable. Otherwise, yeah. That's why I didn't actually subscribe to Pris's channel for ages, because I was like, I'm not awake when she's doing the only thing she's doing.
But now she's just
Pris is pretty unhinged.
Sorry, Cara.
She's pretty unhinged with her sprint times, though. Things pop up at weird times.
I figured that out after a little while, and I was like, nah, maybe I will be around for some of these. So
I've made like 2 of her sprints, and she sprints like almost every day.
It's my first time reading it. I can't remember what you're reading.
The
Carly.
Aragon series.
Oh, that's right. Oh, interesting. I assume that's It Looks Very Long.
I think she's talking about Christopher Paolini's one, Looking Very Long.
Yes, in the Sleep in the Sea of Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, there's a big chunk at the end you don't actually have to read. That's like a what would you call it? Like a
glossary index.
Yeah, that's the term. Thank you.
Okay.
Of like kind of like a prologue of like all space stuff that like is not necessary.
Right. Fair enough. I've been hearing very mixed things about it.
I'll read it at some point.
And it looks really big, but it's actually only like 600 pages. But it just looks super chunky compared to like other books.
Yeah.
That's like prior to their history is not actually that long. Like it's long.
Yeah.
Compared
it's 800
to like
pages.
fantasy.
And it looks.
That was
yeah, it's just made big. Like compare it to a Brandon Sanderson, it's not that big.
Yeah.
Crystal,
I haven't read a physical book over 600 pages since finding audiobooks. Like, I just don't anymore unless I've got the audiobook. It sits on my shelf until the audiobook becomes available.
I find a 26-hour audiobook is more intimidating than an 800-page physical book. I don't know why.
No, but I can listen to a 26-hour audiobook on triple speed, so to me that's like 10 hours.
No, but 10 hours of one audio. See, I can finish a normal audiobook in a day. If it takes me more than a day, I feel like I've spent too long on an audiobook.
Yeah, but you read.
So I want like a 10-hour audiobook on double speed during the day. Finish it one day. That's what I want.
I don't think I speed. I speed mine up to like 1.5 at the most. I feel like I'm very stupid.
3.5, 3.75.
Yeah, my brain just runs fast.
I'm listening to Gracefully Grayson at 3.2.
Wow.
I'm
reading
along in the stand with us, are you?
Your look on your face. Are you insane?
Well, you saw my TV where Linda tried to make me read it, and I was just like, no, please give me another option. I would do anything else other than read Stephen King. Thank you.
I feel like I need more and more people to read The Stand with me. Paige and I are just going to be a bad influence and be like, nah, we haven't read it. If we have other people joining us, we'll be like, okay, we have to read this now.
When are you?
I'm kind of making it.
You're supposed to be reading it next week?
Never
next month.
Next month?
Yeah, we're reading it next month. We're going to do like a sectioned readathon if anyone wants to join. We will be putting more information up. We just haven't got that far yet.
Part of me wants to say yes, and part of me wants to say no.
What are we calling it, Paige? The Stand By
Me-a-thon. Yeah. Because, like, heaven help us.
Yeah, I'm very much.
Have the unedited, completely full version. Like, I don't have the edited version. I have, like, it's 1,500 pages.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
I agree with Erin. There's only one horror Stephen that I'm about, and it's not Stephen King. Not doing it. Never going to read a Stephen King ever.
There's only one Stephen who's the king of horror for me. It's not Stephen. Nice.
Who's the Stephen?
Stephen Graham Jones.
is superior in every
Oh
way.
my god, Paige, that's a weapon. That's just wow.
I won't read
It's like Bible pages. Yours looks much nicer than mine. Mine looks even more threatening.
$12.
Yeah, that's good. I just that would be my second King, Stephen King. I don't know if I can go from like I read a short story. I don't know if I can go from a short story to The Stand. I'm not sure about that.
I will happily watch a movie. I absolutely refuse to touch a book, and I'm going to stick to that.
Well, there's The Stand is a TV series on Prime.
Oh, okay.
So I may or may not give up and just watch the TV series.
Ma'am.
Depending on
I started doing
it. Like if I get to like the last week of April and I'm like still struggling. It just, when I last tried to read it, it was just too close and real to like everything that's going on COVID-wise back then.
Okay.
Like there was like food shortages and people just like the spread of it was really quick and I was just like, this feels too real.
Can't do it.
To do it over 14 days, it's only 87 pages a day, which is like a decent amount of pages, but still less than I thought it was going to be. Because like
this is how I'm going to be reading Oathbringer next month. I'm reading April and I are reading part 1 in April and part 2 in May. And I'm going to spread both halves out over like 14 days and read like 50 pages a day.
So if we aim for like
pages a day,
40 pages a day, we can get it finished. I can do 40 pages a day.
My soul is dying at having to read 40 pages and stop, start.
I will think.
We could do 80 pages a day and make it last 15 days instead of 30.
Yeah, but then, I don't know. We can fiddle around. I'm just thinking with the announcement that we're going to be filming for Saturday and when that's actually happening to have it done either before or after then, so I'm not stressing my balls. But I don't know what dates the announcement's going to be running for yet. So I'm like,
Yep.
So that's fun.
Anyways, we should let Mel continue with the comments. We keep getting distracted. Sorry.
That's okay. No, I have lost slightly. There we go. Aragorn is much better than the movie for sure. Yes, that is very true.
Just don't watch the movie. I wish I DNF'd Lord of the Rings, to be honest.
Oh no, everyone's DNFing people's favorite series.
I'm in shock.
I love, my problem with Lord of the Rings, I did read all of it. If I could just cut out every Frodo section and only read the fun war stuff, I'd be happy. I could not stand 200 pages of watching Frodo walk. I couldn't do it. I really struggled. Just the Frodo sections. At least the movie, you cut between everyone backwards and forwards really fast. And so I can deal with Frodo. Can't deal with Frodo and it's just 100, 200 page slabs of walking. That. I can understand that. I pushed through. Because I love me some Aragorn. I would date Viggo Mortensen even now, the Silver Fox. Thank you.
Yeah. I feel sad.
You feel sad? Because Carly DNF'd. I reread them recently after probably 20 years of not having read them, and I'd gotten so used to fantasies now, or POVs now do swap much more frequently, and I'd totally forgotten that it was half a book was Frodo and Sam just trudging through,
just walking,
doing their thing.
I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I still really enjoyed it, but yeah, I definitely can see why. Not sure.
I swear I read the other bits in 10 minutes, and then
and those are and not sure I want to read a first book that's nearly 900 pages. Make me love the characters first. Yeah, I can understand that. Love to Sleep in the Sea of Stars. Aragon is on my TBR to read. I do give more grace to books written for younger readers.
Agreed.
Yeah. I have Gallant on order. It comes out in June. Oh.
I already have a copy.
Right.
Yeah, so what happened was it wasn't meant to come out, but a whole bunch of bookstores got it early and they didn't have an inability to.
Yeah, but I thought the actual release date was still March.
So
I thought the date was March and then they arrived in February.
Yeah, so for most places they came out on the 1st of March, but like it could be a different version or the audiobook, like I don't know.
That's true.
That's true.
But yeah, for the ones that came out early, they weren't embargoed by the publishers, so booksellers can technically put them out the second the stock arrives. But like you then look at House of Sky and Breath and like all over the boxes, it's just like embargo, embargo, embargo.
Yeah, I even said to my bookseller, I was like, I'm surprised this wasn't embargoed. And they were like,
yeah. Ash was really surprised as well. But he was like, I'll be taking that one for your Valentine's Day present.
Yoink.
That's mine.
That was good.
Started it yesterday, so I'm not too far in, but it's good so far. Yay. I'm only read Addie by her too. I'm glad I'm not alone. I'll try Gallant. I don't like Shades of Magic at all. Addie was amazing. Fair enough. Haven't read any V.E. Schwab, but I just bought a Darker Shade of Magic. Ooh.
Honestly, I'd recommend like all of her series to different people. So,
currently up to book 2 in the Darker Shade of Magic. I like her writing. I finished 11 books for March. Woohoo! But only 5 for Roll of Reads. Yay! You still did 5.
And we're only halfway through. We're not even halfway through the month.
Exactly. Got ages. Finished my first Roll of Reads book last night. It was wonderfully weird. Bunny by Mona Awad. I gave it a 5-star because it was a crazy weird concept and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I've heard so many people give Bunny 5 stars purely because they're like, I had no idea what I was reading. It was weird. I loved it. And I'm just like,
I was the opposite.
Any other time you read a book and you're like, I'm confused, this is ridiculous, I don't like it, you don't give it 5 stars. But Bunny, everyone's like, I was confused, I had no idea what I was reading, but I loved it. 5 stars. And I'm just like,
how does that work?
But it makes me so much more intrigued to read it. But I also feel
worried. 3 stars.
High.
Do you think I'd like it, Cara?
I don't know. I gave it 3 stars, but I think it was a 2.5 rounded up. Like, that's fucked up. I didn't understand what was going on. Like, you know where sometimes you're like, I don't get it, but obviously there was just things I didn't understand that like other people might get. No, there's nothing. No idea.
That was like me in Middle Game. Didn't understand half the shit that was happening, but still enjoyed the process.
Whereas Middle Game, I felt like the things I didn't understand. Whereas Bunny, I just felt lost. Like, I loved Middle Game. I don't fucking know what was going on with Bunny.
I haven't read it. I can't comment. That sounds like emotional damage written all over it. What does?
He's just talking about Grace.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm not very good at like keeping up with where people are. You know, because comments obviously happen at the time you comment, but it's yeah.
But you also have like a decent delay between the comment showing up as well as continuing on the conversation on our
Yeah. 11 books. Wow. Yes. Agreed. 2 novelettes, 1 novella, and a poetry collection. Still read 11 things.
Book.
Yes, I agree. Hi, Marlene. Happy Sunday evening from Sunday morning. Thank you. Morning, Marlene.
I hope your past is going well.
Do you have oatmeal?
I was about to ask, are you eating oatmeal?
Please tell me you have oatmeal. It's not right if you don't. Lie to me if you don't.
Haven't done a separate TBR video. Okay. As long as I haven't missed it. Morning! I've been using the prompts you gave me last month. I've used Days of Blood and Starlight for creatures on cover and currently reading Finlay Donovan for character over 30. Nice! We have a visitor. This is Peanut. Say hello. She's very helpful. She likes to stand right up close to your face and then meow at you.
Have my bum.
Yeah, except when she's doing that. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a lot more dedicated than me. By the way, Mel, Leanne is pretty good about trying to do at least one Patreon sprint a month in the UK morning Australian Navy. Oh, that's nice. That's good.
Is that from Literary Diversions?
Literary Diversions, yeah.
Yeah. I love her so much.
Yeah, she's awesome. Where are you going, Peanut?
Right in front of your face.
I haven't joined many Patreons because I'm so worried that I can barely keep up with the content that's available now, let alone extra Patreon content. And then I said to Anthony, I'm like, it's going to be so good when I go on mat leave. I can join all these Patreons because we're going to have all this spare time. I'm like, going on mat leave and spending more money on Patreon? Why the hell not?
Are you going on mat leave before the baby comes?
2 weeks before my due date, and I'm working from home until I pop, pretty much.
So, I'm not a parent, so obviously, I haven't experienced it, but I've heard that they take up a lot of time. I have a suspicion.
Oh, I'm sure that they will take up a lot of time. But
apparently, I have a suspicion Patreon's not going to be.
A lot of people say that they get a lot of reading done during feedings, like the nightly feedings. They'll read their Kindle or audiobooks. So I was like, I can just watch YouTube while feeding at night time to keep me awake.
That's true. That's true.
Whether that actually happens or not, I have no idea. But I'm like, at least then I can support them and feel like I've got more time.
That's true. That's true. We shall see.
We shall see. I'll probably not even be able to post my own video, let alone watch anyone else's.
You'll be like, I thought I would have time, but no, I was wrong.
I should really pre-film a bunch of stuff, but I just haven't.
Time to consume will definitely be a little easier for you than time to film and edit. They are time-consuming, active activities.
I know.
I should just treat passive.
I'm giving birth in June. I should treat May as if June is going to be Veda and just pre-film.
Yeah. But you're going to be so heavily pregnant that it's going to be exhausting trying to do that.
Exactly. So I'm like, and if I pre-film now, it would just be weird because I'll be posting videos in when I've got the baby here of me with this little bump and be like, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And they'll be like, this makes no sense. This is 6 months ago. What's going on?
Well, good luck. However you end up doing it.
Thanks.
I did that first set of BookTube too, then I found Aussie BookTube and you lovely people, and the relief is real. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everyone going to be reading House of Earth and Blood today. Hoping to finish it today. Hello! Thank you for joining us. 600 pages is really long. It is fairly long. 400 pages has me grimacing. Fair enough. Hi, Liz!
Oh, come on, Aaron. 1,200's nothing.
It'll be fine. You can do it. Same 1.5 is my max. Yeah. I can only listen to audiobooks past 1.5 if I have the book with me at the same time. Same mail, I have audio processing issues, so I listen at 1.2 to 1.5. Phew! Thought it was just me.
For me, it depends on the narrator too.
Yeah, definitely. But I can definitely.
We're just the weird exceptions. Don't worry, Mel.
Sorry?
Paige, you go.
What did you say, Paige? Sorry?
We're just the weird exceptions. Don't worry.
I'm not the weirdo. Phew. What were you saying? Sorry, Crystal?
Oh, I just said I can definitely listen faster if I've got the physical with me than if I don't. And I also can listen faster if I've got it in my headphones than if I'm listening to it driving in the car.
For sure.
So like driving in the car, I'll listen at like 1.5 to 2, but if I've got my headphones in and it's like here with like no other distractions, I can do like 2.5 to 3. And then if I have my physical, I can bump it past 3.
Okay. Yeah, interesting.
And also depending on the narrator as well. Like, if I have an accent, I have to sometimes drop it down because I'm just like, my Australian accent speaking brain can't comprehend this Irish voice at 3. Like,
yeah. That's fair enough, definitely. To Sleep and See of Stars is just over 800 pages. Without the glossy pages at the back. Cool.
Oh, really? I thought it was only 600. My bad. Sorry, all those people I just misinformed. Well, it feels like 600 pages when you read it, if that makes you feel any better.
That's all right then. I only do 1.5 speed. Phew. There's only one Stephen who's the king of horror. Yes. I will read The Stand with you all. There you go. Lola will help you.
We've got 3 of us, Paige.
Woohoo.
Fuck my life.
I'll read The Stand with you all, maybe.
We've got 3.5.
We've got 3.5. I'm maybe as well, but I think realistically I'm probably not in total truth, but I like the idea of it.
If anyone's participating in Cassidy's readathon that she announced today, it will give you plus 12 points to your team, I think, depending on which team you're on.
If you pick the epic fantasy one, which I can't remember what that is, plus that you could get a max of like 19 points, I think.
Yeah.
Huh. Cool. Well, there you go. Stephen Graham Jones, yes.
And
I've not read him yet, but I will.
Graham Jones is like what?
The Only Good Indians, I think. Stephen Graham Jones.
My head is chainsaw.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you people talking about? If I don't join any readathon, I think I'll join you. I've got the same edition as you, Crystal. This is just Erin going to be saying how amazing Stephen Graham Jones is now. That's all she's going to say. I have The Stand on my Kindle to save my wrist. That is a good idea.
I think I might do the same thing because I'm starting to get RSI in my wrists. So, like, holding big books.
Yeah.
The more pressure I get, the more fluid comes up, and it's just like, it's just not happening.
There you go. Are you going to do a group watch live after the book?
I would love to, but I have no idea how to run that. So unless Paige can run it, because she's much better at that shit than I am.
I mean, I can set it up, but I'm going to leave because I don't watch TV or movies. So, like, I'll just be like, here you go, have fun, let me know how it went.
It's like a 20-episode series. Like, it would be a long watch party.
Yeah.
We need
to that is long. Yeah.
1 or 2 episodes because they're like 45-hour episodes. Hour episodes.
I barely sat through Jurassic Park last Sunday, and I enjoyed the movie.
We'd need to do it across like 20 weeks or something. It's just
You'd have to do it across 20 months.
So maybe is the answer, Lola.
Lola, if you want to head it, sure.
If you want to run it, we are all very keen.
If you run it, I'll join.
I listened to the Just King Things episode on the original version of The Stand, and I listened to the episode on the updated extended one when they get it to it, but that's enough for me. Fair enough.
The author's note at the start of The Stand extended edition is like 45 pages. That goes to show you how much he loves himself.
That's insane.
And they put the author's note in the audiobook as well.
Wow.
Like an hour.
I'd be like, just shut up and get on with it.
Yeah. I just want to read your book.
Yeah.
I was gifted The Stand as a gift by my school for my efforts in maths. I still can't do maths and I haven't read the whole thing yet. It's been over 20 years.
You're not alone.
Now's the time. 21 years later.
But that means you have to spend that many days with Stephen King. That's true. I still have the copies of Lord of the Rings that I shoplifted as a teen. I haven't read them though. Oh, that's awful. Only a Monster was out at the shop before the release date.
Oh. The book, Only a Monster, was out at the shop.
Yes. There's been a few because they just don't know when the publishing, like, how everything's going to go with delivery. So they're just sending them out when they can and not embargoing them. So, whoop, on the shelves it goes.
On the shelves,
Ash was saying that with Sarah J. Maas, like, there was boxes and boxes of missing books because people hijacked them in the US before they got released. And that's why the US had it released so much earlier, and that's why there were so many spoilers floating around, because whatever happened, they went out on the shelves early and people were stealing them from the back of the trucks like the couriers.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, people break embargo all the time, but
100%. But, like, also, it's there for a reason, y'all. The sales won't go to the author's first week if they are being sold through bookstores. But and the book selling than like.
I mean, I totally get if you're a publishing house sending out new releases, you want them on the shelf on the due date if you can. So it's better to have them out a day early.
Yeah.
Then have them arrive weeks late, especially considering how like chaotic couriering has been. So I totally get that.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, they're also oh shit, I lost my train of thought. No, it's gone. Never mind. All good.
Oops.
It was something floating around in
thought.
that same, but no, it's fairly well. So long, it'd be the same.
Welcome to Pregnancy Brain.
I don't like it's new.
Yeah, that's my brain in general. I don't need to be pregnant for that to happen.
It'll get worse when you get pregnant, trust me.
Like, literally the other day at work, I went to explain to a client that I needed to move their next appointment and also to take payment. And they could see the buffering signal on my forehead. Because I was just like, I'm so sorry. I've just completely short-circuited. And they're like, yeah, we can tell. I'm like, yeah. But they're like totally chill. So that was lovely. But
that's good.
It was there. You could see the spinner going and nothing else processing behind it.
What's wrong? No one's home at the moment.
Yep.
Read it. It's on Kindle Unlimited.
What was that one?
I have absolutely no idea.
Me neither. I'm trying to figure it out.
Maybe Gallant? No, Cal and Gallants wouldn't be on Kindle.
No.
No, it was it's gone.
It's gone. Sorry, Bonnie, we don't know.
I remember talking about it. Bunny.
We're all just like, yeah.
Lynn gave it 3 stars because it was too weird, but Erin gave it 5 stars because
but Erin
it was
likes
weird.
Erin likes weird.
Yeah.
See, I'm surprised.
I like Year 2, still gave it 2.5.
Erin and Cara have very similar tastes. And same sort of weird.
Yeah.
There are places that you do diverge, but more often than not,
Yeah.
you're pretty on par.
I think it was I didn't get it. Sometimes things can be weird, and I get it.
Yeah.
I didn't get it funny.
Like, what is even happening here? I liked Bunny, gave it 3 stars, but I can sort of understand why people like it. It's really fucking weird. I think it might be one I might have to steer clear of. If it gets too weird, I'm just to be like, I can't. I'm the same as you. Like, what? I don't understand what you're saying here.
Yeah, I didn't get the point of it, I think. Like, if it's weird but I can see the purpose, that's fine. Whereas Gideon the Ninth, which Lola was talking about, I loved Gideon the Ninth. That was so good. Also
I
weird.
enjoyed it, but I rated it higher because my boss would have murdered me at the bookstore if I didn't give it anything less than 5 stars, and I wanted to keep my job and my life. But looking back on it, it was probably a 3.54 for me.
I loved it.
I DNF'd it. I was so confused.
Oh, I can totally understand.
I had no idea what was going on. I was like, I don't understand what is happening. I don't know why you're doing these things. And frankly, I'm bored. Like, I'm bored and confused. I don't understand how this is happening.
That was me with Bunny.
Yeah.
Whereas Gideon, I was like, you tell me things I don't understand. Yeah.
I'm all about that.
Yeah, like I still didn't understand a single moment until like right at the end, everything kind of ties together and you're like, oh, everything kind of makes sense now. Like it's the kind of book that 100% would be better on a reread. But still.
Yeah.
And even the second book was the same. Till 90%, I was like, I have no idea what's going on. Just keep telling me things. I'm loving it.
Just keep confusing me. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yes, we got you.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for weird perspective changes, though. Yes.
That's something Bunny does. It's very strange.
Oh, thank goodness. The world is in order. Marlene is eating oatmeal. As looks Bunny is free on Kindle Unlimited. Nice. The longer it takes me to edit my TBR, the more awkward it becomes to watch myself talk about books I've now already read. Yes. Yes.
We'll still watch it.
We will still watch it.
We will.
Definitely.
That's where you just stop being so worried and just put it out into the world. Just
Sometimes you just gotta call it. Yeah. Have you read Tender is the Flesh, Erin? Something tells me you'd love it. It's weird and very dark. I haven't read it yet, but I really need to. It's wild that I haven't because I'm a sucker for South American horror in general. If that's something you love, you will adore it. It's completely fucked up. Nice. I thought you need to finish work around 6 weeks before the birth. Is it different because you're working from home?
No, it's different because I work in an admin job that is very low physicality, so I can pretty much just work until I pop.
Mm-hmm.
But the 2 weeks, the 2 weeks working from home, I'm literally creating a Bible so that the people that are doing my maternity cover have something to refer back to. So they're going to pay me to literally just like dump all of my knowledge for the last 5 years onto like a manual. So
nice.
Obviously, if I deliver early, I'll be finishing work much earlier. But
if you deliver early, they'll be like, no.
Well, I'm dropping back to 3 days a week in May. So in May, I'll only be working 3 days. So I am slowly just weaning. So April, I go to 4 days. May, I go to 3. And then the last 2 weeks in June, I'll just be doing 2 days a week writing this Bible.
Yeah.
And if worse comes to worse and I end up having the baby early, I'll just write the Bible when I can and be on call if they need me. But the 2 girls that I'm training are like superstars. They don't even need me now. So I'll be fine by May.
That's good.
Yes. I would just like be sitting here like breastfeeding on camera and just being like, "Hey guys, how's it going?"
So what's everyone reading? Chris was like, "I'm not reading. This is what I'm doing." Crisis diverted. You have oatmeal. It's all right in the world. Yes, exactly. Unrelated. The solid food Adrian is making for his dinner smells so good.
Oh no!
Aww.
I remember that pain.
Poor
I remember the
Erin.
worst thing after having my wisdom teeth out is my mum made me chicken soup, and it was too like salty, and like I went to eat it and it just burnt, like it just hurt.
No.
It was painful. I couldn't eat it. So it was like really good intention, and then I was just like, "No, I can't do this."
Oh no, that sounds awful. Yes. Oh no. Saying crystal isn't faster on headphones over speakers and much faster if I'm reading along with my eyes as well. What time will we coming over for dinner? He offered to blend it into a smoothie for me.
It's not the same.
Oh, I got so much wrist pain while at Red House of Leaves it maybe affected my reading. Oh no. I would skip the author's note, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
When I went to get Crescent City 2, the people at Dimmicks were reluctant to give to me, even though it was published day. They just wanted to keep it for themselves. They're like, no. Why Gallant is June. I purchased the hardcover. The paperback is already out. That would be why. Did you have to wrestle the person for it? I'm not letting it read until it's in my hand. Sometimes my brain is like when you queue up a bunch of actions for a sim and then something happens and they drop the whole queue and just stand there.
I just imagine the like puddle of pee on the floor, like Abadoo! Abadoo!
Painfully accurate.
Weirdly, I feel like Bunny wouldn't necessarily be one I'd feel the rush to tell Kara about. I can't express what's missing for that crossover, though.
She's right.
I know there are only so many passes I can do. Also thinking of scrapping the footage of me doing the rolls because it's low quality, and if I don't include it, I'm basically done.
Erin, I have a secret. All my videos are low quality. We don't care.
Just put it up. We just want to watch
put
it.
it up.
You got to start somewhere.
Exactly. She is going to have one.
The channel's already there. She just doesn't have any videos posted yet.
So it can be a bit hard to find.
Yeah, there we go. Lola, they were like, we can't give it to you at first. I was ready to be a Karen to get my hands on it. I was ready to fight. They gave me a free pin after because I think they realized I had messed up. Aww. So I'm strange that I could eat just fine after I had my wisdom teeth out. Yes.
I couldn't eat anything solid for like 2 weeks because it kept getting caught in like the holes.
Yeah. I think it only took me a week before I could start eating, but even then I was eating like solid but squishy food. Like I didn't go back to toast or anything for 2 weeks. Post one so I can sub. I'm new to BookTube and I know the fear of posting your first video. It will be alright. See? Agreed. It will be alright. So we have in fact reached I was going to say we reached the end of Lola. I'm thinking of starting BookTube. Do it. We'll subscribe. But what if the curve of the ease in and out of my book covers is slightly off for a frame?
Ma'am!
No one will notice.
No
one will notice.
I remember from my first video, I actually my editing stuff. I'm like, oh, fuck it, I'll just post it.
Yeah,
my editing is so smacked down.
By the end. Because I'd done the first video and then it had a watermark on it, so I had to do it all over again. So by the end, I'm like, oh, fuck it, it's going out. I don't care.
Yep. I think that I feel like my videos, my concern about my videos editing has gone down but the actual video's quality has gone up. Because I think, you know, you just get more confident in what you're saying, and
I feel like I don't have to edit out as many ums now.
Yeah.
Whereas when I first started, it was like every time I was like having a brain fight, I was like, and now I'm just like, oh, 4 ums in this video. Woohoo, I'm getting better.
Yes. And
I don't dress
because
up
I'm
for
doing
videos.
With
what was
vlogs,
that, sorry, Paige?
But with my sit downs, I'm like, sup bitches, welcome to the chaos.
I don't dress up. I hardly edit. Like, I'm so smack dab. I'm so sorry to everyone who watches my videos because they're so terrible. But you get
They're not though. They're so
not.
real. That's why I like watching them, because they don't seem like edited to perfection. They just seem like genuine.
The discussion that Clara and I have had.
Brain fart and cut out any spots that have a big gap is nothing.
And I was like, because Clara and April were the two that like motivated me to get my channel. I was like, so like, how do I do this and how do I do that? And I've got to change my shirt. And Cara's like, what the fuck, bitch? Just film it and put it up. Don't edit it. It's fine. Just go for it.
I don't dress up. I wear whatever I was wearing for the day. I'm like unshowered, greasy, messy hair. I don't put makeup on. I don't.
Whenever I used to batch film, I used to like have different outfits planned. I'd be like, got to change my shirt. Now I just batch film with the same outfit, and I'm like, fuck it.
No one cares. No one's gonna notice.
Tie my hair up and have it down, so it was kind of different.
Yeah.
I still change my shirt, I have to admit.
Nah, don't do it. Release yourself from the pressure of changing a shirt. You don't need to do it. No one will notice.
I literally have a wardrobe right here where I have like either my summer or winter wardrobe. So I'm just like, yep.
Nice.
The other day filming my haul literally in my gym clothes, coming home or about to go to the gym. Like, I'm not dressing up. I'm wearing what's already on my body.
Paige, we'll have to get Lola to join us on one of our Thursday sprints, and that could be her intro into the BookTube world.
That's a good idea.
Is it your week or my week?
I think it's your week.
Yeah, it's my week.
I'm happy to join, and she can too. And we can do like a little intro into the. If she wants to, obviously no pressure, but I'm just saying.
Right. This is what we're doing, Lola.
You have to join us. So I found that was like a good way to feel more confident, is to just be thrust into it with other people there to guide you.
Yeah, definitely.
I just roll with it. It's just a lot of fun. It's like chaos.
Aww. Everyone's being very kind and subbing to each other. You guys are so nice. I drive myself much with how much I say in my videos. It's not getting better.
You will.
I still do it too.
You will.
Yeah.
That's what editing's for, though.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you do say like.
No.
My theory is, in most cases, your ums are pretty natural to conversation anyway. So unless like it was a big one, it stays in my book.
Yep. I edit some of mine out and keep some of mine in.
Yes.
Mostly what I edit out are my big when I'm taking a breath, because that's really audible.
Mine's usually I get rid of all the ums at the start, and then you can tell by the end I'm like, I'm so just want to be done editing. So they're all at the end.
I don't even do a pass watch. Like April, when she edits, she's like, go through, do a second look over, check it. I'm like, nah, one go through. And half the time I'm just scrubbing, looking for any bits that I think are an issue. And I don't even watch the whole thing. I'm just like, oh, that looks like a kind of a big gap where I like maybe didn't say anything. What was happening there?
I do still do the final pass through before I put it up.
I could not be bothered.
Nope.
I just get too anxious if I would do it. Like if I don't, I'll feel like, oh no, what if? So I just figure it's half an hour of my life to make me feel less anxious. I'll take it.
I do consider myself aggressively not self-conscious, so I think that helps.
I was like watching back a video the other month, and I realized that I forgot to put in my intro outro little snippets, and so it was just blank, and I was like, well, shit, all right. But then for my vlog, I exported it, and that took 2 hours, and then I uploaded it, and it took another 2 hours, and I was ready to go to bed at this point, and then realized that I'd done it in the wrong file type, and that's why it had taken so long, and the quality was going to be absolute shit. So I exported it again, and it only took the half an hour that it should have taken, even though it was like an hour and 15-minute vlog, and uploaded it, and it only took like the half an hour. But I had gone to bed in that time and just left my computer on overnight. I had forgotten to put the thumbnail on it the second time round. And so it was just like I was like, it could have been worse. It definitely could have been a worse thumbnail shot. Those
I noticed
I had it.
Thumbnail
I made
thing.
the thumbnail. I put it on the first one. I just forgot for the second. I was just like, I'm too tired. I'm fucking done with this shit.
And then, like, the real, like, profesh style people, like Books on Lala, change their thumbnail if it doesn't perform well enough.
100%.
Really?
Or
Yes.
they don't even need to.
Wow.
No, but, like, she said she does it. Like, she's done videos talking about how she designs thumbnails.
She does video. She did an entire video on her trend of
thumbnails,
and she did like thumbnails based on the trends and tracked how it changed her whole videos and everything. And I'm like, it's too much time.
Wow.
Just even before that, if a particular thumbnail or title was underperforming, she'd just change it like 3 days later, and she could get like a retick in people
because people go, oh, this is a new video from her. Cool. I missed that earlier.
Here's this piece of shit.
Here's me rambling.
Enjoy.
All of my thumbnails for my vlogs are literally just random moments of me talking, making a face that's maybe not ugly.
Mine are the same. Yep.
Yep. What is posing?
I love that I'm clearly looking at my script notes for the whole video. That's okay too.
Mm-hmm. That was another thing I ended up doing. Oh, thank you. I just don't script.
Yeah. I was going to say, you don't script your videos.
No.
I don't script either.
Nah.
I script, it comes out way worse.
The only thing I ever scripted was my Readathon announcement.
Oh,
and I
yeah,
didn't even script it. I just had like a checklist.
Yeah.
That's the same with tag videos. I have like the question.
Yeah.
If I have pre-thought answers, I like type them in because why not? But oh my god, I'm so nervous about having to explain not safe for workathon. It's complicated, but it's going to be fun.
Wait, what month are you doing?
June.
September. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. It's 9 months after.
Yeah. You can. But I'm going to start nutting it all out this month. And so it's prepped, ready to go.
What's so ironic is my due date is the middle of June. So I'm going to be participating in Not Safe for Workathon while having a baby. And it's the baby edition. I just think that's so perfect.
Nice.
I literally conceived while participating in Not Safe for Workathon. And now I'm having a baby in the 9 month later edition. It's just so perfect.
Almost like it was planned somehow.
Sheer dumb luck on my part.
This is how much I love Paige. I'm supporting her readathon that much.
Wow, that's dedication. Yes, we are much more relaxed, aren't we? I think. Yes, definitely.
I go take my tablet. I'll be back.
Okay.
I do absolutely despise editing with my whole chest. So.
Oh, really?
I hate it.
I quite like it.
One of the reasons my editing is very slapdab is because I want it in like 5 minutes because I don't want to do it.
Yay! There you go, Lola.
Regret. You can just add to the conversation. It'll be great.
Exactly. I forget to put makeup on. It's my hair needs to be okay before I can film. That's fair enough.
Another thing I don't care about.
I wash my hair once a week. It's usually on a Saturday or a Sunday, and then I film just after washing my hair. That's it.
I wash my hair about once a week, and I film whenever I get a time to film. So it may be before or after a hair wash. I'm so carried away.
You can always tell when I haven't washed my hair and I film, it's in a messy bun. When I've washed my hair, it's down. Inside into Crystal's life.
Tricks. The amount of changes I went through for my thumbnails for my sim videos. Too much effort changing thumbnails. Yeah, I agree. Too much effort.
I read this like the TikTok that's like, fun fact about me, I've never been relaxed, ever.
Fun fact. So we've gotten to the end of the comments and I feel like we've been talking for like an hour. So should we maybe do another sprint?
I think so. I'm keen to finish my book. So.
I did say, it does say, you know, on the title and everything that this is a sprint. These are sprints. We should probably do that.
Theory.
In theory. How long? Do you want to do another 45 minutes? I feel like if we do another 45 minutes, that might be all we get done. But that's okay. We'll just see. Is everyone okay with 45 minutes again?
Yep.
I'm going to go for... Someone requested a fire. I'm going to put a fire. 45-minute fire timer. That was nice.
I reckon 45 minutes and a wrap up is a perfect.
Yeah, that sounds good. 45 minutes timer with music. No, we just want the fire sounds. Oh, here we go. I put on a like the ambient videos earlier today, and it was a fire with rain in the background, and it had a little fireplace with a window and a cat, and it was on the big screen. And I was reading, and I fell asleep with the sounds in the row, and thought it was funny. I came in and was like, "Oh, Mel's falling asleep in front of the fire." Yeah, it is nice to hang anyway, isn't it? 1 hour sprint. No. Sorry.
I don't think I'll be awake for that long.
No.
Yeah, the 45 is going to be tough enough for me.
Fire with marshmallows. You'll have to provide the marshmallows, Lola.
If someone brought me a s'more right now, I think I would probably like kiss them with excitement.
It's hot tonight, but I'm tempted to go make a cup of tea.
Do it. Do it. Sorry, I'm trying to get around to sharing the screen. I was buffering.
I feel that.
There we go. All right. When we had a fire in one of the houses I lived in when I was a kid. Oh yes, I love a fire. Yeah, why not? Why not? All right. Happy reading, everybody. It'd be helpful if I started it, wouldn't it?
Nah, you good.
Yes. There we go. Oh, that was actually 45 minutes. It just restarted itself.
Oh, did Ash leave?
Oh, Ash left. Oh.
I know her computer thingy was like sitting for a while there. So she might have been. Yeah.
Fair enough. Sorry, Peanut. I've been joined the cat again.
Well, I got to page 128.
Nice.
Just nowhere near finished, but hey.
I finished Gracefully Grayson, and then I moved to the graphic novel The Hunt, and I got 74 pages in, so I'm just over halfway.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I read another 8%. So I am all 44% through.
Are you liking it so far?
Yeah, it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. Have you guys read it before?
I don't think so. What is it you're reading again?
Cinderella is Dead.
No.
Yes.
You
I
have
like
Paige?
it. It's gay. I like it.
It's gay and it slaps.
Yeah.
It's
I ended up giving Gracefully Grayson like 3 stars.
She's still here, but her computer went flat.
Oh, okay.
So is she in the backstage?
Oh,
she's in the private.
She is.
There we go.
Hello.
Yay.
Sorry, again, I didn't actually see that you were there.
That's all right.
Because I was just like, I saw the private chat and I was like, oh, okay, so like you must have just disappeared. And then Cara was like, still in the private chat. I was like, oh, she's still there then.
It's only like the last 5 minutes, so it's fine.
Oh dear.
How's your book, Ash?
Very good. I am up to page 145.
Can you give any non-spoilers of where you're up to?
Oh god, that's hard. Something major just happened. So yeah. I'm kind of up to part 2, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Cool. I know where you're at then. Yeah.
Right. Yes. Stop this.
Good. I'm now up to 64%. I don't know where I started, but most of that was spent on Twitter talking to people about various things. So, lot of stuff.
I was listening to Gracefully Grayson as Twittering.
Yeah, that's the one thing about reading an ARC. I don't have the audiobook. I can just plug on in, which would have been nice, considering there was a lot of in-depth discussions with Barb.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. How did everyone else go? Oh, sorry. We already talked about the fire. It's kind of chilly here, by which I mean it's 21.
I had to put the air conditioning on because I started getting hot.
I put the aircon on when Rowan and I got home this afternoon. And then when Erin said that, I looked at the temperature where we are, and it was like 17 and had the aircon on.
We've had the aircon on today, but it's been 29.
Yeah, I'm just very Tasmanian these days. Probably Zoe has gone, but thank you for joining us if you do happen to still be here. And have a good sleep. And Manny has left as well. Morning walk, nice. Bye if you happen to have come back, but I don't think so, probably not. 29 pages of Crystal Cave read. Nice. 41 pages. Awesome. 6% of my sci-fi arc stringers. Ooh. I ate soup. I'm glad you found something you could eat. 30 pages. 25 pages again. Heart of the Fae. Only 5% to go. You can do it. 67 pages again. Woo. Around 180 pages left. You can do it. I was editing my floss tube video, cross-stitching oriented channel. So I didn't read anything in this sprint. That's fair enough. It's a cross-stitch orientating channel. With the Atlas 6, I have now both the indie copy and the revised version, and thinking of reading them both. Do you suggest reading the indie first or the new, then the new revised? Has anyone read that book?
I haven't.
Nope.
No, I haven't either.
It's on my TBR for this month. I have both versions too.
I haven't.
I think I'm
Sorry?
I think
I
I
have. We are not helpful. Sorry, Lola. Don't know. It's BookTuber with cross-stitching. There's a whole community on YouTube. Aww, that's really nice.
If you aren't already, you should join Mel's Discord. Different Mel. She's an Australian that does like craft streams on Twitch and stuff, and she has like a whole bunch of people that like get together and craft. If you're interested, let me know and I can send you the Discord, because I won't be able to post a link here, but I can share it with you. But if you want to be interested, that's something I do to do my crafting with other people.
Oh, that's lovely.
Because she does things like this, like live streams, but like she's crafting as she's doing it, and then like other people join her and do their crafts at the same time. And I'm like, oh, this is so like, because when you try and explain to someone, hey, I'm doing live reading sprints, they're like, so you just sit there and like read? And I'm like, yeah, with like a bunch of other people, and then you come back and like talk about your books, and they're like, but you just sit there and like people watch you read for like 40 minutes. And I'm like, it's different. It's you're making it sound so simplified. It's like a whole vibe.
Yeah, and like I know I've had people do the same thing. I've had people do the same thing, and it's like, no, they don't watch; they read as well. What's the? But what? Amy and Bonnie would both like the Discord, please.
She's called a cozy reader on Instagram, and if you go follow her, then you'll find everything else in her link tree, whatever. So, yeah.
Cool.
Her name's Mel, and her IG is a cozy reader.
A cozy reader.
With an S, not a Z, for cozy. Just in case that like needed clarification.
Apparently you're planning to read it at some point, Paige?
I was supposed to read it last month. Didn't get to it. Supposed to read it this month. Not gonna get to it. We have the audiobook, the ebook on our shared library app. Still not got to it.
One day.
Sorry, Erin, just dealing with it being in our library app, being like, hey, just chilling.
I really want to learn cross-stitching.
I would recommend starting with embroidery, because you make more progress quicker, so you feel like you're actually succeeding.
What's the difference?
So cross-stitching is literally like you do up, down, and create one little square stitch, and then like everything is just
whereas embroidery,
you can do different stitches that like take up.
Okay.
I could go get examples and show people, but yeah, if I was in my reading room, it would be easier.
I think embroidery.
What was that?
So cross stitch is like a subset of embroidery, but make it super specific, one stitch only, one style only.
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, embroidery just feels so much better because you like fill the space so much quicker because you literally can just be like, doo, 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 and then you cover the whole thing. Whereas if you cross stitch that, it'll take you like 2 days. Yeah.
There you go, everyone.
Random
this is what
fact
you
for
should
the day.
do. It does sound like fun. Yay, Amy has joined. I think the important piece is that people aren't watching you read. Yeah, they're just having you there while they read. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to do both, but I'll try to embroidery. Long stitch is super repetitive too, but repetition is good for me, so I think either would make me pretty happy.
Mm-hmm.
Also, often with general embroidery, you might draw the design onto the cloth, but cross stitch, you count stitches to follow a pattern.
Exactly.
Okay.
And embroidery is more likely on a piece of cloth, whereas cross stitch is usually on like specialized. It's got little squares, but really depends.
Yeah.
A cozy reader, I think is what her thing. Hang on, let me just. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get you to see that, but yeah, a cozy reader. ACOSY reader.
All one word?
All one word, yeah. And then in her link tree, I think she has her Discord.
Nice.
Yeah. I met her through Bookstagram. Like, she is a book reader as well, so we'll have multiple interests in common.
Would you say that's true, Crystal?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't talk anymore. To get
100% agree with this.
Okay.
Because counting stitches is a bitch when you're learning how to cross stitch. So if it's already got the pattern there with all the different like patterns for each coloured thread, it's so much easier.
Okay. I'm huffing off. Thanks for the sprints. You're welcome. Have a good week. Oops. Yes, Kitty. Kitty, you guys are getting the fun end view there. Hello. Would you like to talk to your fans?
No.
Nope.
Camera shy.
Yeah, she just wants her face to be in my face, don't you?
It's the most enjoyable experience ever.
Exactly.
Having a cat next to me. Right up there.
So magic guide.
Yeah.
I think I am probably about ready for bed.
Me too.
Same.
I was ready for nap.
Well, thank you all very, very much for joining us, and thank you for my wonderful co-hosts for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
So I'll be back on Friday morning Australian time, and then next Sunday evening Australian time. So yeah.
Thursdays if you need it.
Sorry?
Where did we establish who's it on again?
It's yours.
Okay, Thursday.
Oh, and Thursday evening on Pages.
Thursday on Page.
I don't know what day of the week it is, but good.
At some point, there'll be sprints somewhere.
Somehow, some way.
All right. Thanks, everybody. See you later.